Hello, StarMunchers. Max here, back playing The Outer Worlds. In the last episode, we did a little bit of investigating, as we are wont to do at this point. And we found... Let's see, what the heck did we find? It's been a minute. We investigated the poisoning of Halcyon Helen, a.k.a. Ruth Bellamy. And we found out that it was her co-star who was kind of out of the limelight. But it was not fatal. And so far, all of the murders have happened with Ruth Bellamy's character, Halcyon Helen's famous weapon, the Needler, which is a very specialized weapon. And many people have died at this point. And right now, we are investigating some automechanicals at Slug's headquarters. Someone bugged the leader of Slug, which is like a sublight mercenary group. I don't really like, what's-his-face? Cedric. Not a huge fan. I don't like either Ludovico or Cedric, really. But we're looking at Slug's automechanicals because there's been stuff going missing. And if we can tie that up, if we can figure out why stuff is going missing, that might help us see whether or not these two things are related. The murder and the cargo stuff being stolen. Because at this point, they don't know if anything's related. And to be quite honest, Cedric is not the most stable individual. And so, getting him potentially calmed down and not looking to kill someone might be a good idea. So we're going to investigate these automechanicals and see if something is wrong with them, and if so, who messed with them. Okay. So this is interesting. It already says...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What do we got? What do we got?
Inspector, this loading automechanicals programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Dang. Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Let's have a look inside this automech.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Lockpick. Hi, I'm here to look at your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
So it's gonna try and kill us if we mess with the new trigger thing, right? Mash all the buttons and hope one of them does what you want. That's how I play video games. View the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated. Preparing to end user.
Wait, I have questions.
Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow.
Can we ask him an impossible question? What's on the data log you just ejected?
The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
What was in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Thanks. Now I believe I owe you a fight.
Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day.
Sorry to do this to you, pal. Not my first option. Sorry, champ. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Didn't realize that we were gonna be fighting multiple of these guys. I guess it makes sense that we would. Go away, please. I'm trying to get headshots, but they're like super battle droids. They have no neck. Stop moving. Slow down. There we go. Just gonna take that off of you. Well, no, we're not taking that. We are not taking those perks. No thanks. Also, hopefully, everything footage-wise and sound-wise looks fine. Within the last two, like, between Haiku the Robot and this playthrough, I've had so many technical problems, and I've been trying to sort them out, tied to, like, frame rate, and it's been a whole mess. So hopefully, the footage is coming out looking fine. Hopefully. If not, I apologize. In some of the bigger areas of the map, like areas that are just massive, because there's not a lot of separate loading areas, the game will get bogged down. So if it looks bad, I really apologize, but I don't know how much I can do about it, so.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I've solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You've got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Too bad we don't have that. The culprit is using your automechanicals to skim cargo.
Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The theft was random except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Sneak, check your pocket. Dramatically slam the receiver down on the desk. Why would I check your pocket? Did I put it in his pocket? That just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed that Slug would soon possess it. Dramatically slam the receiver down on the desk.
You've quite a flair for the dramatic, Inspector. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
They could hear everything you said in here.
She, Inspector. She could hear everything.
So, I'm guessing he thinks it was the constable. Care to loop me in here?
The bug belongs to me, Inspector. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
So she was bugging him. She died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked. She used it to research Slug shipments instead.
Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I doubt it was personal.
This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. Some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Dangerous talk for a man under investigation for Helen's murder.
Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
That's for me to decide.
Indeed. Incidentally, feel free to stop by after you clear me as a suspect. I won't even say, I told you so. Though I can't vouch for Eileen. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Okay. Alright, so let me think this through. Sublight handles the cargo stuff. Halcyon Helen hacked an automech so that way she could steal something in specific. As far as to what it was, I have no idea. Okay. Well, real quick, let's go back. Oh, dang, we gotta... Hold on, we gotta leave. What's the fastest way out of this place? That way? Wrong way. We gotta get out of here. Fill in Administrator Ludovico in a way that is honest without making it seem like Cedric did it, because we don't know that yet. He's obviously a suspect, but yeah, there are just certain levels of complexity to stories that you can just sort of tell are not going to be realistic, because you can infer almost anything. You could say he left the receivers there because he wanted to make it look like he didn't know what was going on, and all this multiple layers of subterfuge and all that. But I don't know. I think the solution might be simpler than that.
Inspector?
I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm about to disappoint you. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
He was torturing a guy at the time of Helen's death. I can't see past that alibi.
Fair enough, Inspector. I won't try to influence your judgment any more than I already have. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ludovico. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
I'll be back. Alright, so is there anything else that we need to tie up? I know we want to check out the profitability. I think that's the only other thing we have to do. So this thing's gonna really need to yield quite a lot of information, because I feel like we still have a lot of questions that need answered. Exit the Grand Colonial. Who are we taking? Let's take Parvati and Ellie. So we need to go check out the profit of profitability. The profit of profitability is way out yonder in the wildlife exploitation reserve. And last time I went over there, the game bogged way down because of all the moving parts over there. So we're going to see how this goes. I will probably just cut to me being over there because it is quite a walk. And I don't want you guys to have to watch me walk all the way there. So I'm going to walk until I find something interesting, because I've already been a little ways into the reserve. So I will just skip to there. Alright, this is as far as we've been, because this was where Bellhop Owens' body was. And these are all the Terra Raptors, or Terra something or others. And if they attack, that won't be good. Oh boy, here we go. Terror Rays, that's what they're called. At least both of them have guns. Oh, well, no, I forgot. Parvati has a hammer. Still cool, though. Cool. Awesome. Way to go, guys. Way to mop up. Alright, so again, I'm just gonna hope that the game isn't running like absolute garbage, because this area in specific has a lot to it, so it will probably bog the performance of my computer way, way down. That's one aspect that I don't know if it's just my computer or if it's just game and or OBS running at the same time. It's probably that, but not really anything I can do about it. This doesn't look it doesn't look great. This guy got his arms eaten off. Daltrey Danger. Is he one of the guys on the team? Because he is very not alive anymore. Okay, can we sneak around the Canids, please? No, 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 no. Can we not work this? Yep, bye. Oh! Ah! Okay, okay, alright, bad. Okay, go away, please. Canid on an elevator. I didn't know one of them made it on. Goodbye. Okay. Well, that could have been worse. I am injured. Okay, I think we're alright. Okay, well, that was a thing that happened. Byzantium tourist. I know Byzantium. Why are you're a tourist? What the heck are you doing out here? What the heck is that? Oh, woolly cows. Have we seen those before? I don't think we've seen those before. Run past all the little truffula puffs. That's hard to say. Try saying truffula puffs. Truffula puffs. Truffula puffs. Let's just move this way. Profit of profitability. I don't know where this is going to lead. Again, I feel like a lot of questions are going to have to get answered. Like, where did that Byzantium tourist come from, for example? Speaking of slugs, just going to walk past you. Candy Canyons. This doesn't look as fun as that sounds. That sounds like something that should be part of the Candyland board, but this place looks terrible. Okay. Oh, more enemies. Can we... I don't know. It's one thing. Marauders are one thing. Wild animals who are just minding their own dang business, that's something different. Can I just sneak? Can I just creep? Sneak through the grass and maybe you won't see me or not want to kill me? Because I'd like not to kill you if I can. I'd love to do that. Okay, well, this place isn't sketch at all. Let's go inside and see what the heck is going on. This could go bad. I guess I can put my weapon away for now. I don't actually know what's going on in here.
What is this place and why is everybody acting so strange? Oh, law. They ain't cannibals, right?
I don't know. I don't know what the profit of profitability is all about. Vending machine, cool. Okay, there's the profit of profitability. So, that's a thing. Whoops, sorry, hold on. Let me just... Sorry, instinct. Put that away.
Fruitful and productive welcome, sister. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. Ah, but I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
I want to try and remain neutral here in my dialogue with her. I'm looking into the murder of Halcyon Helen. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Certainly, certainly. But first, I'd love to interest you in one of my productivity seminars. We'll free you of those potential hampering humors in a heartbeat.
Didn't Halsey and Helen say you were a hack? Yikes, none of these are great. You know, I've been feeling like my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
Free? Sure, I'll hear it.
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
Sounds like it could be useful. Maybe I'll pay you a visit once the murder's been solved.
I hope to see you then.
I'm going to ask you a few personal questions.
Of course. In order to reach the apex of true productivity, I have learned to be a completely open person, except about my productivity secrets.
Seems a little odd to host a productivity retreat in a Rizzo's bunker.
While it may seem strange initially, this bunker offers a controlled, safe environment for attendees to get away from the distractions and amenities of the Grand Colonial. As for why this place is no longer inhabited by Rizzo's, I couldn't say. But no one's been around to evict us, so I won't complain regarding the rent savings.
So, you're an expert on productivity.
Indeed, I am. I spent 10 years wandering around Halcyon with nothing but a light cruiser and several million of my Byzantine father's bits for comfort. I've been to places I bet you've only heard whispers about. Scylla, Tartarus. I even flew past Monarch. Not close enough to see the gunships, of course, but close.
That's all I needed to hear?
I hope this line of questioning was sufficiently enlightening.
I'm gonna ask you some questions about Halsey and Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Where were you at the time of Helen's murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Oh, bad energies, you understand.
Let's talk about something else.
I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
That's all for now. That didn't answer a doggone question. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death.
Discrepancy amplifier, how would these most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Oh. Alright, take a note of it and let's move on. Okay, so she's probably a wackadoo. I don't have any more time this episode for anything else. This was interesting, and I'll be curious to investigate more of this, because there's got to be some extra details to this, because I feel like we're still missing something kind of important. But yeah, so she's just like using whatever to make people smoke it without a thought to their health, which again sort of makes me think that this is a sham and that she doesn't really believe what she's saying. And she's just sort of selling people an idea. I don't know. Maybe Halcyon Helen was really trying to be like what her character is. And she was trying to be a hero in real life. And she was on some Lois Lane stuff. And she was investigating. And she was finding stuff out. And then she learned something that she shouldn't have figured out. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.